Hello StarCraft fans! This is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. This is a game between Nerchio and Dayshi on Dusk Towers. This is from IEM 10 Katowice that wrapped up about a month ago, and let's get right on into it. In the top side of the map we have the red Terran player representing Team Millennium, it is Dayshi. And in the bottom side of the map we have the blue Zerg player representing Team Euronics, it is Nerchio. So a TVZ from this tournament that was held in Poland. Really amazing stuff so far from this tournament. Try to find some of the best ones for you guys to cast. I hope you enjoyed them thus far, because I know I definitely enjoy casting this high level stuff. I do enjoy the mid-rank madness and the Into the Void and the random masters level stuff that I get to. Very, very fun, interesting games in that way. But the high level stuff, there's just stuff always going on. There's always activity as the hatch first comes out from Nerchio and look what looks like a Reaper expand from Dayshi. And again, yeah, some of the openings are often very similar, but man, when it gets into it, there are decisions that are made, compositions that are chosen, positioning, when to attack, when to defend, when to try to find an expansion, when to defend your own. It just turns into a giant game of chess with like 400 pieces. I think that's what I like about StarCraft so much, is that every game is different. No two games are the same, at least now that the 4-gate is done. But haven't really seen too many 2-base all-ins, I don't think, on the channel for quite a while. Legacy of the Void has really helped with that, I think. Nerchio going for the extractor into the spawning pool. That's about 50% complete on this hatchery, and there goes the command center for Dayshi. Going to get some minerals. No, actually not going to get the minerals. Bam, command center coming down. Instead, orbital command coming up, and a Reaper heading to the south to try to see how many workers he can kill. Now, here's the problem with Reapers in TVZ. Is by the time the Reaper shows up, there's usually like 4 or 6 lings. There's usually a queen that's out. Nerchio wants to remake this game from a replay. Dayshi says, why is that? Wait, says Nerchio, apparently never mind. Yeah, he's fine. I don't know what he was worried about. Looks like everything was on track. His APM is around 200 thus far on the game, which seems just fine. I don't know if maybe he... Nerchio was complaining about lag for just a little bit, 150 ping, but apparently that cleaned up very quickly indeed. So like I said, there should be about 4 lings out here. Maybe only 2. Nope, 2 more in production. And a couple queens. And this means the Reaper will not be super darn effective. So he's going to try to run on in here, get some worker kills. Unless I predicted this wrong. Oh, it does get a drone kill. Holy shamoly. I guess what that could be attributed to is that the lings that popped out first ran down this ramp and are not in position. KD8 charge knocking a couple of those guys back. Does get a ling kill there too. Do you have 2 ling kills? No. 1 ling kill. Another ling kill. There it is. And a worker. But like I said, the queen pops out. The Trapped. Get out of there, Reaper. Try to save your own life. Okay, now he's stuck back here. There's nowhere he can go. He's going to try to knock down the hatchery by himself, but doesn't really do enough damage for that to happen. Just kind of spazzing out here, using combat drugs to heal on up. And Nerchio is just fine with that. He's going to leave the Reaper down here alone to his own devices while he waits for speed to finish, and then he will go execute him summarily for crimes against the swarm. No, he's going to let this guy back on in. KD8 charge, and does get another worker kill. This is the most effective Reaper I've seen in a long time. 5 kills on that dude. 2 workers and 3 lings. And gets the scout off. Sees the 3rd base timing. Sees the extractor. Sees the speed. I mean, that was incredible. Way to go, Dayshi. Way to prove me wrong on that one. I haven't seen an effective Reaper in a long time. And here come the Hellions. Just one harassment option after another from Dayshi. Roachwarn just now starting. Roaches will not be out to deal with these guys. Speedlings and queens will have to be enough into Cloaked Banshee for Dayshi. Again, the harassment potential insane with Terran. And Dayshi making use of most of these. Queen, stab, 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 stab. Hellions don't care. Getting pinned, though. Oh, might pick off 1 easily picked off there. Can the Hellion get a worker kill? Any kills? Any kills at all? 1 total kill. I think that actually might have been a ling. Yep, 2 workers killed by Dayshi, not 3. Which means that Hellion killed himself a Zergling, and that was it. So again, great positioning by the queens on the top of the ramp here, using the Speedlings to trap the one there and then trap them around that side. Speedlings on creep, pretty darn good against dealing with small numbers of Hellions, like 2, 4. Once you start getting to 6 and 8, it's a lot more difficult though, so we'll have to see if Dayshi continues with this. He does look like he's working on more and more Hellions out on the field. A Cloaked Banshee should arrive here on the main base eventually. Spore Crawler coming up. I'm not sure. Was that just a blind spore? It's probably just a blind spore. No, oh, he actually did catch a glimpse of that starport with the tech lab on it. So nice, actually, scout there by Nerchio, making that thing happen. Heading on down with a Banshee, trying to see what she can do. Spore Crawler up in both of these bases, though. Perhaps this one won't have a spore. Not yet. Doesn't have a spore yet. I'm not sure the Banshee knows that. Gonna check it, though. Oh, no. Ah, the spore's not there yet. These drones are consigned to death because the Spore Crawler was late here at the third base. Okay, that one lives because it made himself into an extractor. Here we go again, trying to kill more workers. Taking shots from a Spore Crawler, though, not a healthy thing at all if you're a Banshee. Try not to do that. You would think they wouldn't hit too hard, but actually 15 damage with a weapon speed of 0.61 takes down your HP pretty darn quickly as another Banshee comes out here for Dayshi. Overlord checking to see the timing on that third base, and here it is. The timing is now 5 minutes and 30 seconds. Creep spread for Nerchio continuing at the same time, and a quick Spire coming out for Nerchio too here at the 5-minute mark. What does he have? Did he make any roaches? He made 2. That's fine. 2 roaches. I guess maybe he knows that with all the Hellion and the Banshee pressure that Dayshi can't actually do too much damage to him at this point. Like, there's not going to be a big Marine Marauder ball showing up anytime soon with medevac support because so many resources were devoted to that early harass. So he's just droning up like a madman. He is up 63 to 49 total harvesters. Banshee sniping in once again. Bam, bam. And Queen stabbing away. Is it going to get the kill? No! Banshee survives with 2 kills, has 3 kills to her name. Or 2 hit points, has 3 kills to her name. This Banshee has 3 kills too. A lot of workers killed so far. 8 by Dayshi. But like I said, it is 63 to 51 in favor of the Zerg player. Had to double check that. Had a bit of a self-doubt moment. Banshee sniping down some more workers, up to 4. Is out of energy, so can't cloak anymore. The Queen should be able to take her down fairly easily, assuming Dayshi cares at all. And Dayshi does. Dayshi moves the Banshee back on out with 26 hit points. Third base now running for the Terran player in production. Moving into more of a standard bio play, possibly. Infantry weapons, level 1 armor, level 1 combat shield, more Marines and Liberators mixed into with an armory for, I have to assume, those future upgrades. The 2 roaches that were made are getting sniped down by this Banshee. And actually, here comes a push. Some Hellions, some Marines, Banshees, SCVs here coming along for the ride too. And Nerchio has in production a bunch of roaches. Is he actually making any mutas? Does he have any? No. So he made a roach warren, made just a few roaches, and then made a spire and made 0 mutas. So Nerchio just likes keeping his options open, I suppose, making an army when it is necessary. And yeah, that's a lot of Marines. Roach is good against Marines, but not necessarily in those numbers, I would say. Especially not 0-0 to 0-0. The Roaches are trying to save this 4th base, though. They're doing a pretty darn good job of it. Good micro. Dancing back and forth. This is a good example of how not to necessarily commit if you don't have it, and then commit when you feel like you're in a good spot. These Banshees are raining down absolute fire, though, on these Roaches. Nothing to stop them, nothing to slow them down. Overseer is following, but the Overseer might get sniped down by the Marines. Nope. Nope, the Marines get picked on up instead. Banshee's now going for this base. Are there any Queens on the way? Mutas. Mutas on the way. Might be able to snipe these guys down pretty quick. And one Banshee dies, and the other one dies too, to the Mutas. And Dayshi, having failed in his attempt to take down this 4th base, is forced to retreat. Creep spread looking great from Nerchio. Very good creep spread from our Blue Zerg today. Muta is trying to chase down this medevac, and they do get it. Nice pickoff by Nerchio. It is 152 to 126 total supply to this point. The Muta's heading on out. There is a missile turret there and a bunch of Liberators in production too. A lot of Marines on the ground. The Mutas come right on in, snipe down that missile turret in just 3 volleys or so. A lot of workers are going to die. No, they get pulled. Good reaction time by Dayshi, but now there are Mutas flying around. That is not something you want to see ever as a Terran player. Going to lose some more SCVs here, just kind of not really holding still in any one place are these Mutas. Still loses 1 there. Mutas coming along this, or Marines along this right side, trying to get pot shots off on those guys as they escape, and the Mutas just kind of put the fear of God into Dayshi, and then decided to head on back home, giving Nerchio time to get a Hive, to get Infestors, to get +1 Carapace and +1 melee attack, perhaps moving into Ultras here eventually with this upgrade path that he's on. We'll have to wait and see. Spore Crawlers coming up to deal with more and more Banshees that may be in the air. Liberators too. Again, Spore Crawler is great against Liberators in production. They're the Infestors. They don't have Pathogen Glands. They won't be able to use their spells immediately. Corrosive Bile's tossed on down, hitting nothing. Maybe a panic Corrosive Bile there. A lot of Marines here, and there are the Defender Mode circles. Corrosive Bile's available, getting some shots off. Yes, killing 1 Liberator. Nicely done indeed. These Mutas trying to pick off reinforcements, getting a Widowmine, getting a Marine. Good placement of the Muta there, but pushing on up. A little bit overstimmed here. The medevacs aren't healing quite yet. A lot of Marines are dying. Spore Crawler getting shots off there too. The Queens trying to stab down those Liberators, and once again Nerchio is going to rebuff this advance by Dayshi. Oh, they pick off the full medevac These mutas are paying for themselves and then some in this game. Can they kill the medevac before the boost wears off? And they do. Wow, even before the boost wears off. They take it down, so Nerchio looking good. 172 to 102 total supply. Dayshi has not been able to really take down a base like he's wanted to do. He's made some big assaults here. But I think maybe the marine heavy composition that he's tried is just not that great. He needs marauders to deal with these roaches. These infestors are only going to further tip the scales, and at Nerchio's behalf, throwing up a missile turret there too. Widowmine burrowed with 2 kills and does get spotted by these roaches in this overseer. And there we go. I thought they were going to forget it. Nope, they did manage to take it down. Creep spread not really continuing thus far for Nerchio, but halfway across the map is not too bad at this point, and now taking a 5th base. Right here, easily harassable from the high ground, but I think Nerchio is feeling fairly confident that he's going to be A-okay. Big old roach push, though. Wow, I'm not sure what is here. What's there for Dayshi? Why is he pulling back? Nerchio, you might have this thing. There are no tanks. There are some marauders now. That's great, actually. 2-2 on those guys. Liberators now setting up defender mode circles, but Nerchio pulling back. Feeling nervous? Maybe wanting more Ravagers in his composition? That seems fair, I suppose. But man, there was a prime opportunity to, I think, just roll this. And then maybe deal with reinforcements as they came from Dayshi. But Nerchio is actually fully maxed. Is getting pneumatized carapace, +2 ground carapace, and +2 melee attacks. And there's the Ultralisk Cavern. Okay, so he definitely is pushing for Ultras here eventually. Is Dayshi have a Ghost Academy or anything to deal with this? I don't know. I don't know that he does. Small group of Marines trying to kill these Overlords that do have speed. I'm not sure where they're going. I mean, maybe just the spots to check for additional bases. Another base coming up for Nerchio here. These guys had to land. They got spotted. Now there are some roaches and ravagers and an infestor down here to deal with this. Plus, man alive, plus a spore crawler. Look out. Ugh, fungal biled. Thank you for playing. And have a nice day. Oh, unnecessary. Unknowable. Unnecessary fungal bile. Or fungal there. Trying to take down a medevac that was no longer there, but that's A-okay, I think, for the Zerg player. 191 to 161. Total supply. Widowmine's caught out in the open and killed. Defender mode circles are here. Tanks are here, though. Is that a tank? Or was that a Widowmine shot? That was probably a Widowmine shot, if you ask me. Corrosive Bile is being tossed down and killing that Widowmine. Nicely spotted there, too. These guys hanging out. There's no way for them to get home. No medevac here at all. But I think they're going to be A-okay. Marine taken down. Overlord should be pooping creep right there, not right here. But again, Nerchio, I think, is doing fairly well at this point. It is 72 to 69 Harvesters, though. Dayshi, not a slouch in that macro department. He's going to try to hold on here, throwing down a command center, maybe making it a planetary fortress. No, I'm going to land it over here to try to take his own 4th base. Meanwhile, like I said, Nerchio is on 6 and 7 bases now, pushing up with the roaches and the ravagers. Infestor's going to hit anything? No, getting slowed down and getting killed here, chasing the army all the way home as Dayshi losing those infestors. Brutal, absolutely brutal for Nerchio. He needed those guys, unless he was freeing up supply for these Ultralisks that he just had pop out. +3 on the way with chitinous plating. This is not looking good. Oh, ghosts. Ghosts are on the way, actually. Okay, so Dayshi does have the ghost coming out. Corrosive Bile taking down a Liberator here. Muta's trying to take down that Liberator. Nicely done. Maybe another one could possibly die. Ultra pops out, dies immediately. Another one, too, getting sniped on down, almost dead. This guy trying to get what he can, but wow, just getting evaporated right there. Dayshi looking good. And the Ultralisk Cavern falls as well. Single Ultra doesn't even get a swipe off before it dies. Pathing poor on that thing. Dayshi now up 177 to 170. Ooh, nope, 183 to 176 total supply. Whew, I apologize. This base is going to fall. These Lings trying to do something. This Ultra from the bottom trying to do stuff, but that steady targeting by those ghosts really paying off right here. Cloaking the ghosts to keep them alive. Ultra tries to pop on up as well. Lings cleaning everybody up on the ground. And yes, does manage to finally take on this attack and push it back. Is there an Overseer in this army? I don't think that there is. The ghosts actually doing fairly well for themselves here. Liberator with 13 kills and 9 hit points is setting up defender mode circles. This guy too. Oh, sniped on down. The Liberators. Yeah, Ultra count looking great. These ghosts actually getting taken down too. Oh, their cloak ran out. Personal cloaking is gone. Another attempted attack here by Dayshi is aborted. Mid halt there. Spore crawlers coming up, and Dayshi down 149 to 131 total supply. Great push. Strong push by Dayshi. +3 on his guys. Ghosts mixed in there too. But in the end, the Ultras popped out. A lot of Ultras died, but there are still a bunch left here. And now, are they fully upgraded? Nope, +3 on the way. Not quite there yet, which might have actually contributed to them melting a little bit faster than I expected. There are a lot of Marauders, though. There were a lot of Marauders. Not that many when all was said and done. Liberator set up here. Small pockets of Marines and Ghosts scattered across the map. These guys running around trying to kill stuff, I guess, then get eaten alive by those Zerglings. Do they have adrenal glands? Pop. There it is. I think they do actually have adrenal glands. Yes, they do. So they're very fast. In fact, attack speed as well there. Ghost running around making himself known by shooting stuff, so he'll get eaten. Ghost, you can't do that. If you're cloaked, don't shoot things unless you want to throw down a nuke. Bad idea. Dayshi, high ground harassing here, going after some of these drones. They do pick off one. Good reaction time from Nerchio. However, long distance mining going on from Dayshi, waiting for this pooped creep to recede. Pushing up here is Nerchio with the Ling Corruptor Ultralisk. Oh my goodness, 8 armor and +3 attack on those Kaiser blades. Can he get up here and save that base, or does he just want to go for it? Oh, a nuke on the way. Nuke on the way for the Ghost. Can anybody see where this is? Nerchio, do you know what's happening? He has so many bases, I don't think he's going to see it at all. Ghost from 0 kills all the way up to 32. 32 kills on Mr. Ghost. He is our hero Ghost for the game thus far. Nice nuke. Indeed, Nerchio did not see that one coming. That's a lot of dead workers. 35 workers killed by Dayshi. I think a lot of those were up here just a couple of seconds ago. This base, not mining for Nerchio. This base, not either. This one gone. This one's up. That one is happy and running. Does Dayshi know about that thing? He doesn't know about it. Sneaky base from Nerchio. 190 to 182 total supply. More reinforcements pushing on out. Ghosts, Marines, Marauders with that +3/+3 attack. Trying to find the Ghost that did the murderins. And does find it. They do find our hero Ghost and take him out. Aw. He did get 32 kills. He will be received in the halls of like Valhalla or wherever the heck Ghosts go. Steady targeting. Oh, does take the Ultralisk down just barely. The other two get their shots off just in time. The range on that thing is far. What is it, like 10? It doesn't actually say, but it's really far. Widowmine shot there does get a couple shots off. Two kills on that guy. Dancing back and forth here is Nerchio, trying to do what he can. Some changelings morphing on in to try to see what they're dealing with. The Ghost with a steady targeting, though, so darn good. So darn good. Almost needs some fungals. There it is. There's a nice fungal. No steady targeting for you. It does interrupt the steady targeting is what it does. Widowmine shot there, up to 6 kills. It is a corporal Widowmine before it dies. The Dance, small group of Marines and Marauders massacred by the Zerg swarm down there on the low ground. This base still not doing anything at all. 15 kills on that Liberator. Changeling attempted drop up here. He found out about this base, apparently. This base is in a lot of trouble now. Lings trying to come up and deal with it. Are there enough? I don't think there actually are. Another small attack here. Fungal! Oh man, the Fungal combined with the Ultras is a pretty darn good combination there, and the Medevacs get killed too. This base does finally get saved. Corruptors show up to get rid of the Medevacs. This is an insane game. 18 minutes into it, I have no idea who's going to win this one so far. I mean, the steady targeting is good. The Ultras are good. The Fungal Ultra is actually really good too. A Fungal on this group would just be a huge swing for Nerchio if he could pull it off. Marines, Marauders coming up, getting rid of some of these. Taking out an Infestor that is at the wrong place there. She gets absolutely taken down. And coming up from both sides a little bit here. The Ultra trying to get on in. Steady targeting used. One Ultra goes down. Two Ultra goes down. Fungal on top of the other Ghosts. Now they can't use that steady targeting. Coming from all sides though are these Ultras. They're trying to kite as best as they can. A Fungal catches a huge group of them though. Oh no, all the Ghosts end up dying there. Corruptors taking out the Liberators, doing a great job of the anti-air that they specialize in. And finally, this Liberator does get taken down. I'm not sure what it was, but it is completely dead now. Marine getting sniped on down there too. Changelings going to kill themselves. Or just explode, rather. That is such a scary animation. Marauders. Oh, a nice Fungal up there on all those bio units. Completely tearing through. Ghosts. Oh, Ghosts on the high ground, though. Look out, Nerchio. Wow, a lot of Ghosts in production at a time here for Dayshi. He keeps losing them, and he keeps replacing them just as fast as he needs to. I keep thinking this is a drop, but you know what? It's just Changelings. Nothing to worry about there if you are Nerchio. Pushing up once again. Dayshi not going to fall back. Not going to fall back all the way home. This base being replanted by Nerchio. This base up and running. This base up and running. It is 66 to 68 total harvesters. Very even right now. 19 minutes and 45 seconds into this game. Dayshi happily mining from bases everywhere as well. Another attempt at an attack. Defender mode circles are here, ready to go. I think steady targeting might be a good target for Corruptors. Possibly. Another attempt to drop up here, sort of. Liberator sets up defender mode, gets a couple kills. Up to a total of 4? 4 before she gets exploded. A ghost running around possibly for a nuke. Is there a nuke here? No, there's not a nuke. That's okay. Scouting things is pretty much all that needs to be done anyway. Changeling explodes, pushing in with some Marines to kill some of these creep tumors that did extend halfway across the map and haven't quite done that anymore. Ghost with 6 kills gets evaporated. Entire army comes to kill it. That seems like a bit of an overkill response to me. These Marines all die. Absolutely getting massacred, but building up another pretty big army here is Dayshi. 195 to 178 total supply. Ghosts mixing on in. Want to use that steady targeting. Oh, 1 ghost dies. 2 ghosts? No, almost 2 ghosts die, but not quite there. Another ghost dies somewhere. God, I say ghosts, I meant ultras. 1 ultra dies, 1 almost dies there too. The ghost with the steady targeting, so darn powerful. Ghosting on in here with their cloak. A nice scan by Dayshi, sees exactly what they're dealing with. And steady targeting, 1 ultra. Possibly 2 here? Maybe? Yes, gets the second one. Nerchio might want to switch this up. He is getting Pathogen Lands, which seems like a choice he should have made a while ago, but hey, better late than never here at the 21-minute mark. Corruptors, Lings, Ultras, everybody fully upgraded on the ground. Corruptors do have the Flying Carapace, which I'm a fan of. Oh, can they catch? They didn't see that medevac. Oh, now they saw it. Corruptors heading on out to get rid of that medevac. And there are 4 Marines on the ground. No, they don't actually take it down, as there's a big attack down here. Chasing everybody home are the Lings. Trying to get a surround on these units. The Ultras finally getting right on top of these guys. A lot of ghosts are going to die. Defender mode circles are here, though. Trying to get rid of all of the units, too. Defender mode, Liberators, plus Ghosts really good against Ultras, but the Ultras somehow darn near still alive. Still alive somehow. Steady targeting, getting rid of another one there. And another Ultra dies. Ghost count looking great. So darn good. 13 Ghosts still available for Dayshi. And 22 Lings on the way for Nerchio. Money looking very low for a Zerg player. A small bit of a bank here for Dayshi. Another nuke going off at the same place as the first one. This ghost will all be our new hero. Lings trying to kill the ghosts, trying to deal with them. Corruptors flying in to get rid of those Liberators. And yeah, a lot of ghosts are getting cleaned up here. Lings seem to be the good idea. Steady targeting, a terrible choice if you're trying to deal with those Lings. Did the nuke landed. The nuke landed. Let's watch that, actually. Sorry. 35 kills on that ghost. That is so many dead workers. 81 workers killed by Dayshi. 81. 38 to 68 total harvesters. Dayshi is up and looking strong. Another medevac dies, mind you, but still continuing to show up. At the middle here is Dayshi. Ultra here with 2 kills, very low on hit points, 161 available, and nothing in the production tab for Nerchio at all. Nothing. He's getting Broodlords, though. He is getting some Broodlords, but again, steady targeting good against them too. Steady targeting good against anything that is big and has a lot of hit points, I think is how this works. Dropping on in, killing even more drones. Dayshi is a massacrer of drones. Getting those 2 nukes were absolutely huge. Nukes actually playing out in this battle here. Trying to long distance mine. Overlord is pooping creep to prevent the command center from landing. Not looking good for Nerchio, ladies and gentlemen. Not looking good at all. These ghosts do caught out in the open, but that's it. A GG. No GG, actually. A rage quit from Nerchio. Nerchio's defeated. Dayshi's victorious, and Nerchio has left the game. Yeah, I was going to say, it's just hard to come back. 168 to 90 total supply. Dayshi masterful with his ghosts. How many did he end up with? 12. I mean, he was basically just pumping ghosts for the last 10 minutes, it felt like, to deal with those Ultras, to deal with Broodlords as necessary. And yeah, it really paid off for him. Ghosts, great unit. Terran players, use them more often. Oh, I think his Broodlords were just, no, he canceled them? I don't know. They were just morphing in, I think. And he canceled them as he rage quit. But yeah, either way, he had drops all over the place. He had drops in his main. He had drops down here. He just didn't really have much mining at all except for this base and this base. Meanwhile, everything was happening for Dayshi. He was a very happy camper indeed. So well played by the Terran. Just absolutely consistent pressure. Didn't do so well on those first few attacks, but did not give up. Continued with perseverance and took the win. So That's it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. Go ahead and hit that like button, hit the subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter and Facebook, both at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.